Black Swan Media Studios, deep inside a secret underground bunker. We're speaking to freedom-loving patriots from all around the country and the world. Welcome to the Resistance. This is John Crump, live.
And it is John Crump live, and we are about to go live on the main channel too. We are live on the main channel, and I wanted to do it live on the main channel because there has been some people that have been slandered in the USA Today. We want to talk about that. Also, we want to talk about who this guy is that slandered them, because I had a little run-in with this dude as well. So before we get into that, let's go ahead and bring on my co-host. Mute your phone, Rich. Mute your phone, because I know you never do. Rich, what's up?
Crumpy.
Yeah, I got to mute you too. That would have been embarrassing.
I was looking for the 2A Boys video of them shooting my 50 BMG, and apparently IG took it down.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't surprise me. And talking about the 2A Boys, we have the 2A Boys.
Hey.
And the 2A Dad. I met you guys like a while ago at XCal.
Okay, yeah.
Which is my home range. Then again, down in Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just want to jump right into this. Before we do that, tell everyone who you are.
Well, we're the 2A Boys. This is James and Grant.
Hey.
And we're just a freedom-loving family that we decided to start showing the world what we do.
Now that's really cool. And there was an article that came out in USA Today that kind of slandered you guys. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I've had a run-in with this guy like really recently.
Okay. Yeah. When we were on last week, was it last week, Rich?
Yeah.
He came up about the solvent trap, right?
I didn't even realize it was the same guy until Rich told me today.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, basically what this dude, he plagiarized me. They went back and credited it, but it was just like whatever. So I'm not too confident in his journalism. But it seems like he was trying to demonize kids shooting, which I think is a great hobby, because not only does it keep them practicing freedom, but it is but it also teaches them gun safety, and I've seen them around firearms, and they were very, very safe. So,
yeah, that's what we push the hardest is safety.
All right, I gotta say, I was at Iraq Veteran. I was over by the Hoffman Tactical with all the 3D printed guns and my 50.
Yeah,
and I see Grant coming up, and I'm like, I did a double take, and I watched him. I'm like, that kid was on point. He was safer than most of the other people around.
Yeah, and we push that because the eyes go directly to him. And
oh yeah,
and so,
he drives a Humvee pretty good also.
He's got all the grown up life skills.
Well, that was good. Well, tell me how this USA Today story came about. Did they contact you, or?
He contacted me a few weeks ago, sent me an email. It was right after the Gundy's nominations came out. We were nominated for Breakout Creator of the Year and Video of the Year. And I get an email a few days after the voting started saying, hey, I found you on the Gundy's. We're doing this story. I had gotten kind of forewarned about the story back in October. I'd been contacted by some other friends, the Survival Sisters. Fred contacted me, asked me if USA Today had been in touch with me because of the report that the Sandy Hook report. And at that time, we hadn't been contacted, and then set that up to a few weeks ago when he did find us from the Gundy's nominations. And after thinking about it and getting some advice from some other people, we decided to talk to him.
I mean,
That's pretty brave, I gotta say, and you got to be very careful how you phrase things when you talk to somebody like that.
He quoted me pretty accurate. That I don't have any problem with the way he quoted us in the piece.
no, I mean he didn't take anything out of context, or I mean it was accurate quotes, but they built a narrative around those around everything.
Yeah. He is with the White House quotes and the quote about guns being the number one killer of kids.
Which is not true.
Not true. He forgot about abortion.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but if you eliminate gang violence, it's not even in the top 10. If you eliminate,
so they go past 18 years old to include gang violence, so then they can say kids,
and they cut off, and they don't include like young kids either. So it's a
skewed statistic.
Yeah, I gotta take my shot really quick. So if I scream like a little bitch,
so there's lies, damn lies, and then statistics, of course.
Yeah.
So I kind of went through. I did a live stream, and I only read the full article this morning. I'm doing a live stream on this, and I like dissected, went point for point straight through it. I'm like, if and forgive me for even like alluding to this. If you dressed your boys in girls' clothes and made them dance in front of grown men, this guy would be okay with that. That would be okay. But because you're doing something manly, and I as I'm reading the article, I realized Grant and James are the two most dangerous things to the narrative. Because if you have kids that can't drive, can't vote, you can't do most things in life, fully capable in being skilled of operating an assault rifle. I'm doing hand quotes for guys listening to the audio.
Yeah.
And you're not getting PTSD. You're not getting traumatized. You're safe with it. You're skilled with it. You're accurate, and you're obeying all the safety rules. This just destroys the narrative that these assault rifles that I can't touch right now, I'd hold one up and show you, are too dangerous for the public. And I'm like, you're saying Sandy Hook. As you're saying Sandy Hook, I'm thinking like, yeah, if Grant and James were there, they would have took care of the problem. That would have been a done deal.
Yeah. Well, what they want to do is they want to push their narrative, and anything that goes against that narrative, they try to discredit and everything else, you know.
I just think, I mean, I wish I was brought up like Grant and James, that I was homeschooled, that I had the opportunity to learn these skills early on. I just think it's fantastic. And like I said on the last show, if everybody has the same understanding of Grant and James, they would not be in fear of the firearm. They would understand it's a tool like a hammer or a screwdriver. That's
right. It's a common tool that you set it in the corner and it stays there. It's the mind that's running the tool that is the problem.
Amen.
When they become a problem.
And of course, that's not true about my 3D printed guns. Those things are out every night causing trouble. 3D printed ones are bad.
They're real bad. That 80% lowers and all that. That's all bad stuff.
Terrible. Terrible.
So let's see. I wanted to roll in a video here. Let's see this one, and I'm gonna like click present it to stage. And I want to, let's see, jump over here. Who's driving right there?
Me.
You got a driver's license?
No, because
no.
Where are you? Hey, where are you going?
America.
This is.
I just thought that was great that you guys are driving around, because I watched you. I watched you at Iraq Veteran. All right, so Eric was on the 50 cal at Iraq Veteran. You were driving. Was that crazy loud being in the driver's seat?
No.
No.
We stepped out
Yeah, we stepped out.
when we.
And they had
shot them.
they had their ear pro on, but
Yeah.
You
that
could
was
feel
an
the
awesome
concussion.
opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they drove a Hummer for the people that are audio only, and then Eric Blanford, he lit up a target with a 50 machine gun.
Yep, Ma Deuce.
Yeah, the Maldus.
Yeah, I want to show you guys over at XCal because that's where you and Crumpy were. Oh wait, hold on.
You've been there a
What do
couple
we got
times.
right there?
I think I met you twice there.
You know, the video of the boys in the Humvee when they're driving around the parking lot at XCal, that has been there's that 9-Line Apparel shared that. It's been viewed almost 100,000 times on their page, and then there's other pages that it's got Echelon Sports Drinks. It's got almost 10 million views on their page.
So you guys are multimillionaires from this, right? Because all the gun companies are paying you to advertise.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
So you don't have a gold AR or gold AK or anything like that laying around?
No Geisleys, no full Geisley or nothing. No ferrets.
So they're constructing this whole narrative to make it like you are it's the unpaid interns of the gun industry. So the whole article is talking about the gun industry advertising to kids. Meanwhile, there's no gun industry advertising to kids.
No.
And then they say you're the unpaid interns, and I'm like, I'd pay to do this stuff. In fact, I do.
We do.
You know.
Have you seen my ammo bill?
I know that's what I think is pretty amazing. It's just not too smart the way that whole article. Each paragraph started with like a false premise and then kind of tried to wordsmith its way into reality. It was really just so disingenuous.
Yeah. It really was. It just, like I said, we're just showing the world our life, what our everyday life, and how we train these kids, and it's a fun hobby, and people have latched onto it, obviously, and it's grown. I mean, it's gotten the attention of national news. So I guess we're doing something right.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just want to roll this in. All right, so that's a SCAR. What do we got right there? All right, we got a 50 BMG. Yeah.
I had the spear when we did the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What was? Well.
Oh yeah, it was a Spear LT.
Yeah, Spear LT.
Oh cool.
Yeah. In Eric's Humvee video, and then he was shooting that mini SCAR.
Yeah.
And wait, who shot Jay the Shooter's 50 cal Desert Eagle? Full auto?
Yeah.
I didn't get to do that. I didn't. So there were two things I wanted to shoot. I wanted to shoot Jay's, Desert Eagle 50 full auto and the FN57.
I want to shoot the FN57.
Right, guys, Jay the Shooter lives like 5 minutes away from me.
Yeah, y'all are right there, neighbors.
That. Yeah,
I saw him in the chat a little while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was. That was like at 4:09 or something.
Yeah, I sent him the link though. Yeah, Jay's a great guy. Jay and Juan Puke Culture, we met them earlier this year, and they're uncles.
So I got a question for Grant and James. Tell me about how you feel about shooting. Grant, you want to go first?
It's just I don't know.
It's something
It's
you love to do.
It's There's
It's-
nothing wrong with it.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Good answer.
You're
Safe.
passionate about it.
Yeah.
Passionate, yeah. Safe. You have to be safe around guns. Trigger discipline. All that.
That's great. I mean, I was serious. I was at first. I was a little taken aback because you're like, I can't go down that low. You're pretty short. You're a small fella, and you were handling a gun perfect with perfect safety. I was so impressed.
Thank you.
Yeah,
James.
really is.
So James, what's the most fun you've had shooting? Like what's the best gun you've shot?
The gun that's most fun to shoot for me is the NG42. Because
that's
That's a great gun, by the way.
yeah, because M60, it's not the MG42 has more. It just feels more powerful. It just feels. I like it better than the.
very cool firearm.
Better than the M60, you said?
It's
Yeah.
That 8mm round packs.
Yeah,
it packs a punch, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's definitely. But man,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The pig. You know, the 6.72 by 5.7 Mauser. I mean, that's a great round, but the pig, man. Any gun that's called a pig is a cool gun in my book.
yeah. I'm not. The M60 is still really cool, and I love it. But MG42 is just.
I think it doesn't have anything to do with it. Was the first belt fed you ever?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All
Have you ever linked belts? Have you ever done that?
What?
Have you ever linked belts, linked ammo into belts?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought that
That's
was 50.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
nice.
he's got a
Yeah.
belt, a looped together belt of 50 cal.
oh,
Oh, nice.
oh, cool.
When did you guys first start shooting?
Oh, sorry. Here,
Oh, that was like a little ninja there.
What did you say?
Felt like a little ninja there. You're like,
Yeah, John was asking when you guys first started shooting.
4 or 5.
yeah,
is when we
I
first
started them shooting 22s and BB guns when they were
Yeah.
4 or 5 years old.
Oh, that's great.
Taking them to the woods with me, and just hanging out. And with my family, my family's all hunters, and guns are commonplace to us. So all the uncles and my dad, their granddad, my wife's dad, we're just a sporting family, and
Here it
we
is.
passed it on to want to pass it on to the kids.
That's so cool. That's pretty neat looking.
all right, for the people on the live for the main channel, we are going to redirect over to my live channel in just 1 second here. So if you want to keep on watching, this stay with us. So yeah.
So
And,
James, if you could talk to the author of the article, what would you tell him?
I would have no words. There's what
Well,
would you tell him?
What would I tell him? I mean, I did tell him.
I,
So
I don't know why.
maybe that you love what we do is our right, and we're free to do what we're showing the world.
Yeah.
See, I think you guys should invite him to the range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys should ask him out.
Area, man, I can arrange it at XCal.
Yeah.
The Second Amendment has no.
Yeah. The Second Amendment
Age
has
limit.
no age limit.
No.
Yeah, we I teach my kids a bunch of stuff too.
The 2A Second Amendment doesn't say you have to be 18 to hold a firearm.
All right.
Or anything. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, John, you're saying your kids get out on the range and shoot?
Not too much, but I teach them constitutional stuff.
Okay.
Like ask them about asset forfeiture and stuff like you know, how to deal with police, how to deal with a warrant, how to deal with like illegal search and seizures.
Right.
Exercising rights.
Right. And their homeschool curriculum, they teach, they're very heavily focused on the revolutionary history. And
that's fantastic.
So they get the real history of what went on when this country was founded. And
So
about how not to talk to cops.
I always love that they talk about the Second Amendment. They're like, oh, well, that was for muskets. And I'm like, well, then First Amendment was for letter presses, and Benjamin Franklin, pulling a big lever on a big sheet of paper. That didn't include television, radio, or, current modern printed paper.
You know what I always say when they say, oh, that was for muskets. Like at the time, what did they use in war? They're like, muskets. I'm like, so it's for weapons of war?
Yeah. Good point.
And I'm always amazed that people don't understand the context that if
my camera doing, there it goes.
The American citizens just fought off the world's best superpower, what were they concerned about? Deer hunting? What were they concerned about? They're concerned about a tyrannical government. That was it.
Maintaining freedom.
Yeah.
I mean, they felt that that was being taken from them.
Yep.
And they were over it. Yep. And it was those guys that Virginia militia that had just been hunting squirrels the day before that went and climbed the trees and was taking out the British regulars. That's how we won that war. And it was young kids. Amazing. I mean, they trained their kids because their dads were out there on the front lines. The kids had to defend their homes.
Yeah, exactly. There was actually a shotgun case that challenged the ban on SBS's short barrel shotguns.
Mm-hmm.
And they ruled that the government could ban short barreled shotguns. This is like back right after that, right after the NFA passed. The Supreme Court ruled that they could ban short barrel shotguns because they were not a weapon used in war. But yet now they want to ban weapon. It's like you can't have it both ways.
Well, shotguns were used in the trenches of World War I.
Yeah, but they were talking about like the super shorty type guns that are like.
Whoops! Our light just got pulled down.
Really?
Yeah.
So I got a question for you guys. Both Grant and James, you've shot AR-15s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to show you a video. And can you tell me what you think of this?
This is the M4 military rifle. Right. This is the AR-15.
Right. A lot of people will buy this just because it's cool and they want to appear like soldiers. If you're a gun collector or a gun aficionado and you want an AR-15, you can certainly buy one and you should be able to buy one. The problem is when it gets in the hands of the wrong people.
Originally built for the battlefield, a defining characteristic of the AR-15 is the speed and power of the bullet.
Now those are single shots. If I wanted to fire this on full semi-automatic, all I do is keep firing. Now I won't.
Hold on. Where now? There's Semi. Where is the full semi-automatic? Is that straight up on the selector? I don't know.
You have to move the selector up, down, left, right. Let's start.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
And that guy, I believe, was like.
They probably have no idea what I'm talking about.
No, they don't know.
Like, what was he talking about? Up, down, what?
Yeah, that was a cheat code on
Konami
what?
code.
Yeah. So this guy, I think the guy is like a general or something like that, and he's talking about fully semi-automatic.
Well,
and then
could tell you that. Dude,
and then
most officers, like when you go through officer training,
yep,
you don't fire a rifle.
Right.
Ever. You fire a Beretta 92 now. I'm not sure. Or used to. I guess it's a P320 now. Whatever.
Yeah.
But used to fire Beretta 92. But you didn't really go through rifle training of an officer unless you go into something like infantry or something like that. But most officers in the military have never fired a rifle in the military unless you're like a Marine then. But like Air Force, Army, Navy, no, they don't. And I should know because I'm married to an officer.
Great. What branch is she in?
She was Air Force. Now
Okay.
she's like under the Navy. She is a commander now.
Okay,
She
fantastic.
went up through major, then she did an inter-service transfer.
So if I read you a headline here, so this is a grown man. It says New York Daily News journalist firing an AR-15 gave me PTSD. Do you guys have PTSD from firing an AR-15?
There's a video of that guy crying after he fired it.
I'm looking. Can you find that one? Because I'm looking for that
I
one.
heard a guy quote
That doesn't make sense.
something like that. He said he might have mother issues.
So he wrote, firing an AR-15 style rifle can be a deeply traumatic experience, according to New York-based journalist who said his recent experience with a popular rifle left him with post-traumatic stress disorder. It feels like a bazooka. It sounds like a cannon. Gersh Kutzman, that's the guy,
It feels
said in an article published. I'd like
like
so AR-15s. Let's see, sound like a cannon.
You feel like a bazooka.
Yeah, how does he know what a bazooka feels like?
Yeah.
Good question.
Tell him to ask that same question to the guy on high speed ballistics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My friend Roger, his daughter, after that came out, he filmed his daughter shooting his AR-15, just like mag dumping his AR-15, and she looked at the camera and she said, "Quit being a bee." I'm not gonna say that later.
Oh wait, all right. I have the video. Hold on. Let's see. So this is Gersh Kuntzman.
Oh, this is the guy.
Is about their sheer
Perfect name.
firepower. Now, we'd never experienced the firepower of an AR-15 or a similar gun, so we came down to the Double Tap shooting range in Philadelphia to talk to Frank Stelmach about these guns.
This is AR-15 rifle made for shoot for sport. In some states, hunting. This weapon is a very safe weapon. Have safety and fire.
Why is this such a popular gun? Not just with your customers, but all across the country. What's so great about this gun?
Very simple to use, and it's fun to shoot something like that. Plus, the games.
I want to skip ahead.
Someone who is obviously going to use the gun for a bad purpose.
Yes, of
but not
course.
everybody's like that. What should the country do about gun owners or gun buyers who shouldn't have the gun?
Tough question.
What is he doing?
In Europe,
Right?
what I know, if you want to buy weapon, you have to go through the doctors. They check you.
What?
They
What?
test. They figure out if you are right over here. There's something wrong not going to come to you in the future, and you're going to use this against down under. Should be
I've
over
never
here
heard
too.
of having to go to the
You're saying
doctor.
that weapon is even more dangerous in the wrong hands than this weapon.
Of course, AK looks almost the same, but it's
It looks.
the thing dangerous even more.
The sheer firepower of those kind of weapons is absolutely awesome. My ears are still ringing, and we had serious sound protection. It's a very dangerous weapon in the wrong hands, as Frank said, and keeping it out of the wrong hands is the challenge.
Oh, that wasn't it.
I think keeping it out of Gersh's hands is the challenge.
Yeah.
And I've never heard of having to go to the doctor to buy a gun.
That's what they're trying to push, though.
That's what
That's why we need people like you guys to stand up for your rights, because you guys are the future.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys are the future. After we're gone or too old to do this, we're gonna need people to stand up and fight for our rights, because this battle's not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nope. That's one reason why we're doing this.
Yeah.
We've got to fight for our rights.
Mm-hmm.
The founding fathers said that we would have to do this.
Yep.
That's right. That's right. And I think it's,
Go ahead.
like I said earlier, super important that your boys are doing this, because they've identified if more children, young adults, are comfortable and adept at using firearms, all of a sudden their narrative of gun control disappears.
It blows it out of the water.
Yeah, Grant and James are the biggest threat to the gun control argument.
Yep. They do it safely. All the eyes are on them, and we push safety. We push just doing everything before every range day. We preach to them, be on top of your game. Bring your A game here, because people are watching. And now even more eyes are going to be on us, because as this grows and grows and grows, it's just they're going to scrutinize even more.
Oh,
They
yeah.
have huge responsibility here, and I'd say they're up for it. How about y'all?
Yeah.
I'm just shocked. I'm like, whether it's kids, whether it's boys or girls or people of color, young adults doing this, I think it's great. I think everybody should enjoy the Second Amendment and their Second Amendment freedoms. And I think, by you guys being out there, you should be bringing more people into the sport. There's a bunch of us old white guys running around with guns. We don't need any more old white guys. We got that squared away.
Well, that's what we're trying to do: inspire others to get out and do it. And even these kids, they've got experience training other kids that are
good.
Because
we were talking. I was like, so do Grant and James have friends that they go shooting with?
Yeah. There's a few kids that were involved in their range days. FedEx pulling up.
Yeah.
Some younger kids. I mean, they've trained their sisters.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Our oldest and our youngest. They've trained other kids that are their parents were working at the range.
That's cool.
Yep.
How'd you guys start on YouTube?
On YouTube, well, we're not. Our page on YouTube is
not
pretty
YouTube. Sorry, on the
Instagram.
internet. Right.
on the internet.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to say. We're on YouTube, so everything just defaults back to YouTube a lot.
Yeah, no problem. Well, when they started training, shortly after that, their instructor suggested, "Hey, start on a social media following." So we got our start on Facebook, and we started. The Facebook following was pretty easy to build. We just started sending friend requests to all their instructors' friends, and that grew pretty quick. And then we jumped over to Instagram. I don't know, it's been 8-10 months ago now, and we started building that following. And Instagram is much harder to build. It takes a lot. People flip through your reels, but it takes a lot to get them to commit to that follow button.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's for sure.
you get a reel that's got 50,000 views, you'd think you'd gain something, but you 5-10 follows out of that.
Oof.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
we're up to almost
2,000.
where are we at?
Boys.
Almost 2,400.
Yeah.
And that number has grown. Back before the Gundy's nominations, we were less than 2,000.
Oh, cool. Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
All right. So somebody in the audience asked, "What's Mom think about this?"
Mom loves it.
Yeah.
I mean, she was raised in a gun family too, and
Yeah,
So
I
is
think I
Mom
might have
shooter?
posted it somewhere. I saw someone that was talking about it online like today, or I said something today, and said, like, thanks for bringing attention to this on the Heller Foundation's and Dick Heller's post.
yeah. Christy Turtel was posting.
She's
about
actually
that.
in the chat.
Yeah, I think she's in there.
Yeah.
So Tactical Mia, actually, so the interesting thing is I just want to shout out all the Florida people. Drop it like it's Scott, another Florida man.
Yeah.
The 2A boys, you guys are all Florida people. And Tactical Mia is in Florida. I was talking to her dad yesterday. He was going to join us, but he couldn't make it today. So I was all surprised. It's like we're all, well, in fact, all of us are shooting at like the same places and know a lot of the same people in Florida.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought that was real cool.
Yeah, there's a bunch of it, and there's a bunch of guys like that first picture that you posted earlier that I told you it wasn't me.
You posted a picture. Oh my God.
That's Sarge Mayhem, and he works at a range in Dade City.
All right. So Rich is, I keep him around for entertainment purposes, I would say.
Thank you, Crumpy.
Great entertainment.
Yeah. No, Rich is a good guy. Good guy.
You know,
great producer.
We had a great conversation before we went on last week. He and I.
Oh my gosh, we were going on for an hour.
We were on.
Last week I was at a Christmas concert at my kids' school. My kids go to a private school because I live in Loudoun County, Virginia.
Okay.
Which isn't probably the best place to send your kids to school if you don't want them to dye their hair pink and start changing who they are and think that they're like a wolf or something.
A toaster.
Yeah. So, yeah. So basically, I had to miss last week, all last week, because something was going on every single day.
It's a busy time of year.
Yeah, it really was.
We got somewhat of a slowdown. Our oldest daughter, she was in the Nutcracker. She's big in ballet, and so that takes up almost all of November to get through that. So now we're on a break.
Yeah.
But then we've got a birthday coming up for this little guy.
On the 23rd.
You're turning 23. What?
No.
He's 20.
Yeah.
He'll be 21.
Yeah.
How old are you gonna be? You're gonna be 9, right?
10.
9, right?
10.
I do that to my nieces all the time, and they get so mad.
He's hitting the double digits.
Double digits. That's a big deal.
We're excited. We always do a big bonfire for him in the front yard, and all his range buddies come over.
Yeah.
Bunch of grown men coming to a 10th birthday party.
Maybe I should do a bonfire in my front yard for my kid's birthday, Rich.
Yeah, I don't think so, Crumpy. Not in your neighborhood.
How would that go over for you?
Not very well. You've seen Ashburn.
Oh yeah, Ashburn. That's quite that's quite a area. It was cool.
Yeah. People out here don't like to have fun.
But XCal, that place is second to none.
Yeah, XCal is really, really nice. The owners are really cool too, Jason and Jeff.
Okay.
The father
I
and
didn't get a
son.
chance to meet them, but they do follow our pages.
Yeah, they're really cool people. The whole entire place.
How was that? How was XCal? How did they come up with that? How did it?
The name?
The naming?
Well, or the range. Obviously they're gun guys, but
Yeah, well, originally the son, Jason, the younger one, he wanted to do a range, and so he went to like 100 people and to invest, and like he got 6 to invest, and one of the guys said, "How much are you looking to get?" He's like, "I'm looking to spend about $5 million to open up a range." He goes, "Well, what happens if it fails?" He goes, "Well, I'm out $5 million. It's going to ruin my life. I'm going to have to declare bankruptcy." He's like, "What happens if you put $30 million into it and you fail?" He's like, "It's going to ruin my life. I have to declare bankruptcy." And he's like, "Then why are you going for $5 million if the price of failing is the same for each one?"
Yeah.
go big or go home.
So
Wow.
yeah, I guess. And if I can, and honestly, if you do something like a $30 million range, it's going to be different than anything else in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I heard
And,
rumors
I think
floating
it's
around
great.
there that they were looking at Florida.
Yeah, there are rumors. I don't know.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
It would probably be down closer to your neck of the woods, Rich.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
pretty sure it would be.
Yeah,
Yeah, but there's more commies in my neck of the woods.
I know. But
Dude,
there's
Cal, DC area, come on.
Well, all right, you got me.
draw.
And it's funny. Like I drove. Actually, have you looked up Hank Strange? Who Hank Strange is?
No, I have not.
He's a friend of ours. So I drove to Hank's. Hank is in Gainesville.
Okay.
And I'm going up 90, not 95. I'm going up the turnpike, and they have a big sign for Machine Gun America. I'm like,
Yes.
you know, I've never paid to shoot a machine gun in my life. I've always done it for free. And I'm thinking about
that way too. We've got great friends.
And I've always thought, like, I'm like, you mean people pay to do this?
We have Batcave Ballistics,
That's right.
the Humvee,
Yeah,
that was cool.
a lot.
the M60.
Yeah.
That.
Well, if you drove to Gainesville yesterday, you came right past our house.
Oh shoot. Oh yeah. Well, I left here like little after 5 a.m. and I was in Gainesville at like 9:30.
So you went there first. Wow.
Yeah.
That was probably the smart thing because the traffic getting up.
Oh yeah. Well, then I went to Safety Harbor. Well, I stopped at Hank's and then Patrick's. They're both in the Gainesville area, and then I went to Safety Harbor, over by Tampa,
Right.
and then drove back. But so Thomas Payne has a question. He's asking about a YouTube channel. So you guys don't have a YouTube channel?
We have a YouTube channel. It
Okay.
just every time I post something on it, it gets taken down.
Yeah.
Taken down, period?
Yeah. There's one. I think there's 2 or 3 shorts on there.
Oh, okay.
They're obviously, I guess, because of the context there. I think the one, it's from Pew Party.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so there's a bunch of people around. It's obvious that the kids are being watched and guided while they're shooting all the guns. But if I post any of the stuff, like our content on the Instagram pages, it gets taken down.
Oh, wow. All right. Yeah, I'm
I
just
don't
looking.
understand that because there's other kid pages that have tens of
So
thousands.
it's not like they just remove the video.
Yeah.
Wow.
It gets
It-
reported as a safety violation or whatever their term for
Now,
it.
do you put in the description of the video, these boys are trained, they're under professional supervision, this is at a range?
No, I haven't tried that. And
Okay.
it's just because maybe that's worth an attempt.
Mhm.
What I did notice was happening as they were getting taken down from YouTube. Instagram would hit them not long after.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all talking.
Yeah, so we just kind of put YouTube on the back burner.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see the tactic there. Yeah.
Yeah, what I think they might actually do is it might be a coordinated attack by anti-gunners too that report it,
Mhm.
so it automatically gets deleted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be. I have been, and here just today, I've been noticing reels that have disappeared from our Instagram as well. John was asking me, like the one of James shooting his 50 behind him. There.
Rich.
Yep.
I'm done.
Yeah, Rich.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
Yeah, because we talked about that a couple of days ago, and I'm like, I think you just like random sent it to me, and I'm like, oh, cool, and I tagged Walter, who built the gun at Safety Harbor Firearms, and then I looked for it again because I wanted to show it today. I'm like, where the heck is it? Yeah, so one car fast. YouTube is such a great place. Young men demonstrating their Second Amendment skills is not allowed, but ladies completely naked, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. That's
But they would say that's a First Amendment issue.
Yeah. It's just it can be ridiculous. It really is. But yeah. Oh, Rich, by the way, that guy deleted the video that I was arguing with him on. But
Okay.
To buy the gun guy.
Is that the one you screenshotted the comments?
Yeah. I've been written about 17 times.
So he told Crump what he's a poser, a fake two-way guy, probably made in China, a couple more bad things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was weird.
And what's he do?
Yeah, I've had 17 different articles written about me.
We've had one.
Yeah.
It wasn't just us though. There's other pages named in there. Tactical Mia, Survival Sisters, and it's just they're grasping at straws.
Yeah, I was just like,
and that's the thing that if you had a bunch of hungry, starving kids and threw like a pizza in one corner and a bunch of guns in the other corner, then I'd say, yeah, you're bad people. That's evil what you're doing. But you're training the kids how to be responsible with firearms, and that could protect and save other people's lives.
Yeah.
Or it could be a good career. Look at Jerry Mikulik.
There's a whole list of whys, but it all boils down to freedom, and we do what we want to do. It's freedom, and the naysayers can say what they want to say. I believe he quoted me saying that in the article.
yeah, I would just keep on.
We're not going anywhere.
Who was that? Joe Dirt. Keep on keeping on.
Oh yeah, I don't know where that came from, but oh okay, yeah. So One Car Fast says there are 2 articles about me, crashing airplanes. More than 2, but
Crashing airplane?
Yeah. Oh,
You
okay.
haven't heard that story.
No, I haven't.
Well,
That
okay.
story, Rich.
Rich has hit 2 houses with airplanes.
once, just one, with one airplane, 2 houses.
And he got in a car accident, but he was on a plane.
Yeah. Yeah, the car was in the left lane. I was trying to land in the right lane, so.
Mm.
But,
And he's here to tell us about it.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that shows you that you're a good pilot if you can talk about it.
He's a pretty good pilot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Report NTSB reports count as articles. Oh my god.
yeah, actually, so the first plane crash I was in New York, and I dipped the stock market based on word of a plane crash in New York.
That's something to brag about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like insider information
Right.
when you buy?
Right. Yeah.
Dude, every time Rich goes up, I'm like, I gotta sell before Rich is gonna fly.
Yeah.
Or mid flight as he's on his final.
Yep.
Find your favorite stock.
Sell it to get ready to buy it back. Hedge fund managers monitor Rich's flights. You see, like, people at Melvin Capital watching Rich's flight.
They got flight aware up. You're like, nah, that flight looks normal. Don't worry about it.
Like, Rich is flying. Sell before it gets in the air.
Crumpy. So when do you get your pilot's license, Crumpy?
Whenever I have time to do everything.
Oh yeah. This month has been rough.
Yeah, I just can't memorize. I mean, I can memorize the book and do like the written, but the other part I can't memorize. See, whenever I take a test, I memorize whatever book it is. I buy a book and just memorize the thing so I can pass whatever test I need to pass. But I can't do that with flying because you actually have to fly.
Well, so in flying to get your private license, there's a written test, there's an oral test, and then there's the flying part. So the first 2 crump you could kill in a heartbeat.
Because no one ever taught Rich proper plane safety as a child.
Exactly.
But we teach proper gun safety to kids.
Well,
so is there a Christmas present that Grant and James want and are going to get that's 2A related?
We can't go to the toy store anymore.
No.
It's the grown-up toy store.
Yeah, the grown-up toy store.
Grown-up toy
And sometimes I'm jealous of what they get.
Man. So you guys like red dots or iron sights?
Red dots.
Red dots.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you
train
maintain
both.
your iron sight
Yeah.
ability, right?
yeah, that's very important to do.
Yeah, because your red dots aren't bulletproof, or they're not indestructible.
If it gets taken out, you have to go iron sights.
See, I need an optic on everything because I need reading glasses to be able to see, and so to have a red dot or a scope like makes everything perfect for me, because if like the sights will be blurry and I'll be able to see the target.
Mm-hmm.
So a red dot is really pretty fantastic for me on a pistol.
I was slow to switch over, but once I did, everything has them now.
Yeah, I'm more accurate. I'm way more accurate with a red dot.
Are you quick to acquire the dot? Because that's the thing that always
Yes.
was with me, acquiring the dot.
Dude, you know how to do it, right? Like,
how do you do
the
it?
best way to train?
What's that?
Cover up the front part of the dot to get through it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you put a piece of tape over the dot. Yeah,
that would speed up your acquisition a lot faster. So you can just bring it up and.
Whenever I bring up my red dot, I don't really have to search for it.
Yeah.
It's just
there.
It's just there.
It's just training and muscle memory.
Right. Do you guys know who Kristen is?
Yes, I would like a 3D printer.
Ooh.
No, we don't know her.
No.
Oh, okay. I was just, if you get a 3D printer, get the Bamboo P1P as a minimum. That's what I got to say about that.
Okay.
There's another printer that's coming out that is faster than the Bamboo P1P. It's around the same price. That's faster than the X1C.
Really?
It's around the same price, and the build volume is like 350 by 350 by 400.
Oh, wow. Well, hold on. Oh, wait. Kristen says
Sorry,
she
Kristen.
met you boys.
Sorry.
Sorry.
We met a lot of people.
Oh gosh, yeah. And you know, I was looking through your photos at Iraq Veteran. I'm like, you're with Jared. I know Jared. You're Guns and Gadgets. All the people. I'm like, oh yeah, I know that guy. It's like, seriously, I saw Jared. I just had enough time to high five and walk by. You know, there were so many people to talk to.
Yeah.
It gets overwhelming. I mean, we're just and it's humbling when
Oh, for sure.
when we're at these events and people approach us and they want to take pictures and we're just okay, great. Great. We're just regular guys, and it's humbling. We try and I want to be approachable, and I want to engage with everybody that we can, and please don't take that the wrong way, that if we say we don't know you.
Yeah, I like the Friday night dinner. That's really nice because it's a great time, you know, to start talking to people and catch up and stuff like that.
And Friday night we're walking around. My wife was with us, and everybody's looking at Paige and I, saying, "Who are y'all?"
Yeah.
Oh, and cool, you brought your kids with you.
Yes.
That's what I thought. I mean, serious.
So Saturday morning we show up, and the boys kid up, and it clicked that the boys are why we're here. And we're just camera parents.
I'm kind of embarrassed that I didn't say hi. You know, we're both there, like, you know, you guys were shooting my gun. So yeah, I have to make a point of. Now, do you plan on going to the Gundies? How's that working?
We should know here in the next week or so if we are where we ranked in the voting. I guess the top 5 get invited out.
Yeah, because I was voting for you guys.
We appreciate it.
And I was voting for John. John was up for a Gundy.
Yes.
Are they still letting you vote?
No, the voting is shut off.
Yeah, it shut off a few days ago.
Yeah. They left it open over the weekend, a couple extra days, but they were saying
were they not counting those votes?
Maybe they weren't counting them. I don't know. SHOT Show. We've gotten hard nose about getting onto the convention floor at SHOT Show.
And that's because all of the gun companies are advertising to kids, and they're using you guys, and that's
so they don't want us there.
No. What about range day?
We don't know about range day. There's a couple of range days that are going on, like
one going on Sunday.
Yeah, the high.
Do you know Grant and James? Do you know this kid Hoffman Tactical? Do you know who that is?
Yes.
That other kid.
Yeah,
great homeschoolers, fellow homeschoolers.
Oh yeah.
And they made some cool stuff.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I could talk to Tim Hoffman for hours and just not even talk about firearms, because there's so many things. Like they've been off grid forever. Like they kind of like were early adopters, and I'm like, we had another power outage here. I'm like, I'm tapping out of this crap. I want solar power and batteries. I'm done.
That's a good idea. We've got a big 60 kW generator. It does. it burns 50 gallons of fuel a day, but
Mm-hmm.
if we need it, we've got it. And power the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
It was an old military surplus generator.
Oh yeah, I've been looking at those. When you said 50, I knew because that's the size they come in. So it's on a trailer.
Yeah, it's on that dually trailer. It's a heavy.
Mhm.
It's a heavy machine.
Yeah, I've seen them.
We
things.
ran
I've
it
been thinking
during,
about
when Irma came through in 17.
it.
It came straight up through the middle of the state. We lost power. We were out of power in our neighborhood for I think 6 days. And
Oh no! Oh crap!
yeah, so that thing was running 24 hours a day.
All right.
And
All right. Well,
Paige was pregnant. We had to keep her happy.
all right. Well, we are going to get going here. We've been on for over an hour. I have some stuff I need to get knocked out here.
All right.
I want to thank you guys so much for coming on and discussing.
Well, thank you for having
everything.
us.
Yeah.
Right. It was great. And tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find us on Instagram at D2A Boys. That will lead you to our other pages. James _ D2A Boys, Grant _ D2A Boys, the 2A Dad, the 2A Mom, our dog 2A Tootsie.
Yep.
And we're on Facebook as well. The 2A Boys and James Davis, Grant Davis.
That's cool. All right, guys.
And
Merry
YouTube,
Christmas.
If you wanna check out the 2A Boys on YouTube, but like I said, it's pretty dry.
I am going to drop the link out there so everyone can follow you guys.
We appreciate it.
Mhm.
And y'all have a Merry Christmas.
You have a Merry
Thank
Christmas too. Before we get out of here, I just want to show a Christmas card I got today, and this is from Ron Wayne, and he did a pretty nice drawing there.
Oh, he drew.
Yes.
So he drew me a plane crashed into a tree and me parachuting out.
Oh, I got a shotgun.
Yeah, John's got guns under the tree.
I'm really impressed. I'm like, I don't even want to sign a card. But Ron, he's doing pictures, custom pictures. That's a lot of work.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you get the Ron Wayne sticker also?
I got Ron Wayne patches.
I got the patches somewhere here.
We've
I
got to
think
get y'all some patches.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That'd be awesome.
These patches.
Oh,
right
yeah. That's a very cool one.
That is a really cool one.
Alrighty, guys. Hey,
All right.
thanks for coming on, and Merry Christmas to everybody. This is the last show of the year.
Yeah, we'll do that next year. The first episode is going to be with Jordan Vinro, who's going to be making a big announcement. You have to wait for
Big
that.
announcement.
We also have Mark Smith that's going to be on 4 Boxes Diner.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
After the first of the year, probably the first week. Rhonda Ezel is already coming on. And some other people that we're going to get on that's not gun related, but things I find interesting.
Cool.
Cool.
Alrighty, guys.
And
Well,
with that,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes,
Merry
Happy New
Christmas.
Year.
Yep.
See you
Yep,
next
bye.
year.
Bye.
See you guys next year.